like it's a lot. So we had the session on publishing, and then when they finished, we delved into Gamro conversations. We had a copyright office representative there. We spoke about things pertaining to the music industry. We used South Africa. We benchmarked South Africa, key lessons from their area in terms of what we can do and all of that. There were things that, in fact, we went into the Copyright Act. Okay. And things that were specifically mentioned that Copyright Office Ghana is supposed to be doing that unfortunately they are not doing because for one reason or the other not being resourced, etc.
Yeah, if you look at all of this you're saying, they are only collecting about just 10% of those who are supposed to pay. And yet that Ben you do 90, no. You do 30, 40.
Yeah.
Not 200 Ghana Nasisa.
Okay, you had to make a finish. Yeah, and then the last part of the conversation, I think we also had something else. It was there was another conversation of well, let me just go to the last part of the conversation, which was actually an interesting one. So when we went to the pitching to media houses after the conversation, we shared something that happened, what that happens in the UK market, where they literally each media house would pick about 6 people to work with every year, and the people like representing the various media houses, they pledged that they were going to do the same.
Oh,
so you know,
wow, you see, you didn't go.
And so it was good.
And you are sitting there sending me message that you want to come and work here. You could have gone and listened in more, you know. Yeah. But I think Robert, I think maybe this should be. It shouldn't be like
once.
Yes,
it should be more than once.
Yes,
we're thinking
because
about it.
I don't even think the conversation was done. Like I'm sure if people had the chance, they would have.
As for the convos, there always, you know, people like Obo was there, and then he gave his own impression about certain things, and it was quite insightful, you know. And yeah, I just want to say that those who came and then those who shared, it was quite insightful, and I'm happy. There were some lawyers who came. They came to just listen, and then they opened up. They're talking to me about what they wanted to do in the space, how they want to get more lawyers to be within this. You know, it's quite interesting and quite exciting. Mr. was there, you know, he was doing this.
Yeah, once he came back to town, yeah, he was definitely going to be there. I'm not surprised.
Don't talk.
You see, the conversation continues because last week Shirley was here, and just when we thought that it was over and we were all doing our thing, we spoke here and there, but Leila Djansi say what's up. You see, Leila, I like Leila Djansi, and sometimes I feel...
Can I dream?
Yes, she says it as it is, and I feel maybe, I don't know, but from everything she keeps putting out there, it feels like she was not treated well when she came to Ghana. And yeah, she has a lot of like, it's painful, and so sometimes when these things come up, she doesn't look like, she says it as it is. Now she says that Tyler Perry did not wake up one morning to that level of support. He served his audience, and that's you know, last week Shirley was on the show, and it was all about the movie Straw. She was not happy about the way Ghanaians, you know, were busy discussing Straw on social, like sort of supporting Tyler Perry in a way. But Leila is saying that, you see,
yeah, if you don't mind, let's just read, because you know sometimes captions.
Well, that's true.
You know,
but it's a lot, bro. But you let me.
But I'm sure you will capture the essence of what she's saying. You know.
Okay, so let me just move straight, because she took to Facebook to share her perspective based on what Shirley has said, and you all, I mean, everything. She says, highlighting how Tyler Perry earned his support over time through authenticity. Debbie, your word, service and commitment to his community. He says, let's get one thing straight. Tyler Perry did not wake up one morning to that level of support. I used to attend his plays in Georgia. That man built his audience from the ground up. He carried his entire community with him. He never served Hollywood. He served his audience, she wrote. And then she goes on to say that there's this thing I learned about us black people. We use support as reward. We reward you with our support if we are happy with you, she wrote. And then she concluded a post with a critique of what she views as a toxic culture among some industry players, and called for a shift in mindset reminding creatives that storytelling is ultimately about service, not self-promotion. And I quote this one. She says, being a storyteller is about service, not fame. That gift is God's gift. Use it to serve his earth. It's not about you, she further noted. And so this is what she said, as Robert advised that I read, so that it doesn't look like I'm now trying to put it in a context or anything. But this is what Leila Djansi said, and I'm sure you all have probably gone through her post, because it was a bit lengthy on Facebook, and you were not here when Shirley was here, but I'm sure you saw the story and all that. Yes, the back and forth. What do you make of what Leila is saying now? She's also a filmmaker. She was here in Ghana producing her films until something happened and she went back and has since not returned to do any movies.
Is she not coming again?
She comes around to see her family, but
she needs to come and do business.
Yes,
she should
but
come.
now
she should come.
not business anymore.
We beg her. She should
That's
come.
one you have to call her and tell her.
We beg you, Auntie Leila, please come. We beg you, come and do business with us.
Sister Leila.
I think that what she's saying, she's spot on. And we shouldn't think that promotion. We owe, and the audience owe anybody a show up, or like you it's, you want the person's time, attention, everything, and that you need to. If you want that attention, you need to go for it. And go for it means that you need to put measures in place to be able to get their attention, because there are so many things which are taking the attention of all of these people. Because weekends you are doing, there are so many things you have to attend. There are so many things you can do. Restaurants is there, a lot of recreation. So if another, platform wants your time, your attention, everything, then they need to fight for it. And that means that you need to put in place the right promotional strategy. TP, I want to be very, very cautious today. TP.
Who is TP?
Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Who is TP?
I will mention for me. TP.
No, who is TP? We don't know TP. Who is TP?
Now Robertson, sorry.
Who is TP?
Kokati. I've read about TP for as soon as I saw the topic, I really read about him, and I realized that the man didn't just make things happen. If you look at people who have encountered him, they realize that he was really, really intentional about his promotion, from word of mouth to email listing, and the kind of email listing he does, to even location where he targeted. From the onset, aside his community, targeted Atlanta, which has affluent black, to be able to buy into whatever he's doing, then use them as a springboard to the other bigger cities of America. You could really see a certain intentionality and how he does his mainstream, promotions, the media, as well as how he created a community around whatever he's doing. So, for you to get to that level, you need a certain level of intentionality and be strategic. And that's what he did. And he has not stopped. He's still doing. So if you want that level of acceptance, that level of promotion, you need to learn the ways. Because some of them, maybe you ask yourself, maybe how are these people, the following they've built over the period, and there's various movie producers who do unveiling, or premiering. That following, the people who come to watch them, how have they been intentional in building and maintaining that relationship with them? How is it that after just this, programming, they come? On the next, we are going to gather another people. On that, how are they nurturing that relationship? Because, relationship is really important when it comes to things like this. You need to be able to nurture your audience. If you don't nurture them, another production will take advantage of them. So because regardless of everything, you need to have a certain base so that you can stand on the base to reach other places. So make sure your core is there. Your core will serve as your ambassadors and will help you promote. And make sure you are investing well in your promotion. It shouldn't be that, a day inside already, so for support.
Okay.
But you need to. So let's be intentional. It doesn't come by chance. Let's be intentional to be able to have the needed support we want.
Okay. Mr. Tintum and Debbie Sway, can I steal a bit of 10 minutes to just, allow my guests to speak? So please allow me on that. Thank you. Permission granted. Kwame.
I would like to cede my time to Ria. I would want to hear her speak more on this.
Ria?
Because, yes.
Okay. Ria.
Because over the last week, I listened to her on a number of topics that you discussed, and I enjoyed her expertise in that area. So let me cede my time to her.
All right, Ria.
Okay. So when it comes to what Leila said about Tyler Perry, people shouldn't get it twisted. Tyler doesn't have all the support of the black community
in America.
He doesn't, because when it comes to even his storylines, unfortunately, some reviews that I have heard about his work is more about, putting black people, showing them in a suffering position, especially the women.
Sure.
Black women always have to suffer to get love, to get appreciation in the community. Although he could say that he's portraying reality, some people also feel like, come on, put us in a very, like what people like Kenya Barris do. They put black women in a very positive and high-powered position, including people like Shonda Rhimes.
Right.
All right. So, he doesn't have all the support yet. But I think when it comes to the producer who has employed more black people so far since the early 2000s till now, I think you would have to mention Tyler Perry's name, because he's kept a lot of black actors in business. In a nation where they are minority, it's quite hard for them to break through, because when you have the likes of the Jennifer Anistons, and it takes one token black woman like Lupita Nyong'o to be able to break through and become the token girl. So I feel like, yes, he's still paying his dues, and he's still working hard to gain the trust of the black community, but you can't take it away from Tyler that he has done very well with serving his audience. Adam was saying that he started in Atlanta. Atlanta is called the Black Hollywood. When you're looking for black artists to break through, you are looking for black music artists to actors, actresses, all that. You go to Atlanta, and that's most of them start their career from there. So basically, when it comes to Ghana, and I wouldn't say Africa, because Nigeria is working wonders and South Africa is also working wonders. But when it comes to Ghana, I don't know where the missing link is. Because
the people still love to watch movies.
Yes, we still love to watch movies, but I feel like, and I remember during the days of when I grew up watching David Donto, Doris Sakite, all those people. And I remember around that time, there was a conscious effort to curb international or movies from other countries. There was a conscious effort. The Actors Guild, the movie producers and all that, they came together and then said, listen, we are going to stop the influx of foreign materials. Right. We are going to produce our own movies. And I think it worked wonders for our industry, because we saw the likes of the upspring of the Abdul Salam Mumunis. They came out, they churned out a lot of movies. And although I had my own reservations about those movies, it was holding the industry. Yeah. It was holding the industry. So I feel like I don't know if that law is still in motion. I don't know whether
there was a law like that.
No,
Yes,
it's still there.
It's still there.
yes, but
Which
yeah.
is
The one that sits with the Commission on Culture.
Okay.
What's the name? Their act, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So that has a 70%. It's in there. For,
which act is that?
no, the revised one, we don't know. It's not but I'm talking about the
Exactly.
one that has already been put in place.
In place.
but even now,
So it was enforced
now,
back in the day.
Possibly.
yeah.
Okay.
For now, the foreign materials or foreign content has saturated our industry.
Of course.
When you switch on television stations,
That one there's everywhere.
everywhere, it's like
Everywhere.
we are consuming more of foreign materials or foreign content, and I'm wondering how it's going to change. I mean, Shirley is just one person.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. She alone can make an impact, but she cannot change the whole industry altogether. All right, I don't know whether Mr. Abdul Salam Mumuni is still producing movies. I
Venus
know.
Films.
Yes, I know Yvonne Nelson still produces movies, but
Peter Sedufia is still
yes,
in that.
yes.
Kobe Rana has some amazing films
Yes,
on
but-
YouTube as well.
But you know the funny thing, with the promotion, I know Kobe Rana is still producing. I know Peter Sedufia is still producing. I have to go to, normally on my free times, I just get up and go to Silverbird to go, check
Okay.
out new movies and
Okay.
all that.
Wow.
I do not hear about the movies. I go pay for the movie I'm going to watch, which is unfortunately international content. Until then I realize that, there's a billboard. This person is premiering the movie here. And then I decided, okay, maybe next week I'll come back and come and watch.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. I think the big problem here now is the marketing.
Okay. Which
Is
I think Robert mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah, last week I
I
listened
think
to
yeah.
it.
it's a very big problem.
Yeah.
I said here last week that I'm trying to produce mine to put.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yes, and I think,
beautiful.
Robert, you even said that maybe
love
we
that.
should actually look at that aspect too,
Yes.
marketing bit, because
Yeah.
I think that is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to all of this. It is
Yeah,
everything.
because
is about
I
marketing.
went to a mentor, Edisedo. He's a mentor.
Okay, yeah.
He's the first person that put me in his production when nobody even knew me, or like, who is this? The people who used to say, who is this girl coming here to come in? He's the first person to ever do it. So I see him as my mentor. And he told me, if you are investing 50,000 cedis into a movie, 30,000 cedis is for marketing.
Right.
In some situations, even more.
Yes. 30,000 cedis is for marketing, because marketing is what is going to give you the clicks, is going to give you the views. Like, post it everywhere. Do anything possible to get the movie
but
out
in a
there.
way, I don't even think these conversations have not been had before when it comes to marketing.
But
and
I don't
product.
think people know the in-depth importance. Did you watch A Tribe Called Judah?
Yes, I did.
Did you see the
I did
publicity
watch
that went
Funke.
into
Yeah.
it?
It's not just a tribe
there
called
was-
Judah. It's literally about all
Yes,
her
but
movies,
that's the most recent one.
Yeah.
There was no influencer in Nigeria that wasn't talking about A Tribe Called. There was no influencer that wasn't doing content based on it, or around it. And you go and watch it. I'm not saying the movie wasn't nice.
It's nice.
You go and watch it, and I'm like, what is so special about it's special? Please don't come for me. It's a very beautiful movie.
Then don't say it.
But
Understand. Find another way
but
to say
let
it.
me just say it.
Time will not permit us
Because-
Okay,
to
sorry.
do more, but I think we have to wrap up, because we have everybody here. So what we'll do is that we'll continue the conversation tomorrow, because I think that it will go a long way. And Robert shared some insights, like last Thursday. I believe that maybe Kwame would want to add up hopefully tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow we can come back and continue. It's time already, and we need to make way for
time
it.
One
already.
second.
Time
A Tribe Called You, that was a very beautiful movie.
Thank
Please,
you.
guys.
You will talk
Keep
through.
holding the mic.
You
Keep
talk
holding
through.
the mic. I like
Thank
the
you
way
so
how
much. Thank you so much, gentlemen and lady, for coming through this morning. Please, let's come back tomorrow and continue the conversation because I believe we have a lot to share. Ria has a lot to share as well.
Yeah.
You know, she's an actress. She's ready to do her own productions as well.
I want to see her
I
act.
Can you hold the mic for her?
could do the music score for her as well.
Yes. I'm waiting for you to hear your voice.
Please,
Thank you.
yeah, I
You
like
do
that.
music score.
Yes, for Ria's movie. Yeah.
I like the way Rhea holds the mic. Very, very nice.
Me pacho. Bet way for.
As for this girl, she's talented. She's
Yeah.
raw.
Yeah.
That's why she can do music score.